Why, hello.
Alright everyone, welcome back to The Witcher 1 Enhanced Edition Part 3. So I just finished doing all the grinding all over the map, and we've leveled up to
Terrible times.
here we go, level 6. So I got 2 levels of grinding in. I've got plenty of ingredients right here to make potions and things like that, and things for other quests. And so before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and level up and make a potion or two so that we can get better.
Ah, crap. I'm wasting time.
So for our level up, for our 2 level ups, this time we're going to get stamina times 2, we're going to get endurance regeneration, and then we're going to go ahead and power up Ingi to level 2, plus 10% damage from harm's way, and we're going to go up 1 in Ard. Next we're going to make the Frightener's Vision. I'm going to use the white gull for this. And I'm also going to go ahead and make 1 cat potion. I'm going to grab some alcohol for later to make another one, because we'll probably need 2. And I'm going to go ahead and make 1 necrophage oil for a pretty tough enemy we're going to be fighting later on. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and take a nap. I'm going to go ahead and drink the Frightener's Vision real quick, and then we'll rest of the fire again to spend an additional bronze talent.
Army life's tough.
I'm going to go ahead and put it in to increase chance of stunning. That way we can do a coup de grace on some enemies and kill them faster. I just forgot, I'm going to need to sleep till morning so we can interact with certain characters.
Who's this?
So I already picked up every book pretty much that the antiquary inside of the inn will sell us. I went through and right-clicked on them so we can get all the entries pretty much. So I'm not going to bother reading the books for the most part, since this is mostly just a walkthrough of the gameplay and how to beat the game, but most of it's just lore to do with the world and the characters and stuff with the previous books if you've never read the novel series before, which I would highly recommend. They were a really good read. And we're going to go over here to the notice board. Pretty much every quest we're going to pick up here besides one of the main quests is going to be solved instantly. So go ahead and pick those up.
Will be wet.
The beast has struck again.
Okay, so we'll read through this one since it's important to the plot. So this is the arrest warrant for the professor. He's wanted for quite a few crimes like murder and assault and things like that. So looks like the king of Temeria, King Foltest, put out a $1,000 Orin, or 1,000, not a dollar, just 1,000 Orin bounty on whoever brings him in dead or alive. So we have that to look forward to once we finally take care of him. Oh, there's Zoltan. That's who I was looking for.
Geralt!
Zoltan, I found these strange dice. Looks like dwarven handiwork.
It's poker with dice. Very entertaining. Requires less attention than cards, but it's just as exciting. Dice are a dwarven invention. Became popular after the war. Not surprising, given that every mercenary played.
So how do you play?
Let's shoot around, I'll show you.
And welcome to my least favorite minigame of the whole game right here is dice poker. You can make great money doing it, and it's pretty simple as long as you know how to play poker and you know how to roll dice, but it's just incredibly frustrating most of the time because it seems like the computer is always winning and you're always losing pretty much, which I guess is pretty much gambling most of the time anyways. So I'm only going to show me gambling when it's to advance the poker quest line, so you're only going to see me do each character once, hopefully, unless the game decides to screw with me. There we go, that was a good roll. Full house. Watch him get 4 of a kind right here. Oh, surprised. I thought he actually would have gotten 4 of a kind. Yeah, we're pretty screwed right here. He's got 3 6s. And there we go. Oh, 4 of a kind just to rub it in.
I should hurry.
Gonna try again, see if we can win our money back. Probably won't be able to, though. Plus, beating him counts as beating a novice player, so... Oh, great, a 5 high straight, just what I was looking for. Might as well just go all in, because I'll just have to reload after this, probably. Oh, that's just amazing. Like I said, the computer will pretty much screw you over doing this. Let's see if I can get insanely lucky and get 5 6s. That would be amazing. Yep. And this is where you reload because, of course, dice poker always screws you over.
Get. Hey, dice.
So,
There we go. Got a good roll this time. Ooh, wow, that was actually pretty amazing. 2 rolls almost exactly the same at the same time. There we go. Actually beat him this time.
Oh, ouch.
We're gonna go over here and fight Fat Fred to start the boxing tournament.
Whoa!
Some tournament going on?
We beat each other for coin.
Interesting.
Fat Fred will rearrange your face, just show me your gold.
How much?
25 orens.
I'm in.
I'll smash your face. No challengers. Hit me, chickie.
Well, this is odd. I've never had two fist fights going at the same time. This guy keeps blocking me, so I can't hit the guy.
I'll smash your face. I'm itching to hit someone. I'll smash your face.
There we go. That was really weird. Normally they stop fighting once I go in, but apparently not this time.
I'm itching to hit.
You win.
My reward?
Choose 2 flasks of supreme moonshine and a snack to go with them. A ring or cash.
So the ring's worth the most amount of money, so I'm just going to take the ring.
The ring.
Never liked it.
Well, that was interesting. I'm going to talk to the antiquary and
I'm
sell some
forced to
stuff.
sell my goods out here.
He's where I bought all the books and scrolls from, so now I'm going to go ahead and sell everything back to him and try to recoup some of my money. Alright, we're now sitting at 744, which is pretty good.
I should hurry.
Next we're going to talk to Declan right here. He's going to give us a quest to try to rescue his friend from who went missing trying to get inside of the city past the quarantine.
Finally, someone sensible here.
And you are?
Luvarden, merchant. Of those Luvardens.
Of those or not, I sense you have a job for me.
Unfortunately, my friend disappeared in the cave beneath Vizima's walls.
You think he's dead?
I don't know. I'll pay you 200 orns to rescue him or provide for a decent burial. Will you take the job?
All right.
My friend tried evading the quarantine to enter Vizima.
Why through the cave?
We heard goods were smuggled into Vizima that way.
I'll do what I can.
Be careful. My friend has dealt with monsters before. If he's dead, surely danger follows.
Hit me, chickie. None care to try their strength.
Okay, next I'm going to go talk to the waitress Vesna. Talking to her will trigger her quest at nighttime, so we can solve that. And she'll also sell you alcohol and food if you need it for whatever reason, be it potion making or drinking contest or anything like that.
Greetings, handsome. You look a tinge fatigued. Wait, didn't you rescue that child at the gate?
By chance.
By chance? Really? If only the local peasants chanced to do good once in a while. Oh, no matter. What can I get you?
I'm gonna buy 1 Temerian rye. No, I'll get 2 Temerian rye from her so I can make some more cat potions later. You can hit on her through the conversation and stuff, but it won't actually do anything, and you have to wait till later and deal with her quest before she'll actually do anything with you. Alright, I think that might be everything. I'm just going to sell some stuff to Luvarden, and then we're going to go ahead and get drunk with Zoltan for something else.
Any news?
I pulled everything out of storage that I knew I wasn't going to need later in the game, so right now that would mean these 3 rings right here, 2 I found, and 1 that I got from Fat Fred, and this piece of amber right here.
What can I do for you?
Alright, that leaves us with the beer we need to drink with Zoltan. We're going to turn that into potions. These daisies we're going to exchange for different flowers. Just a tawny owl potion in case we need more endurance. One cat potion. Necrophage oil for a monster we're going to be fighting. This alcohol right here we're going to need for the quest with Vesna. These Barghest skulls are for Abigail, the witch that lives in town, and we'll hold on to this oil in case we need to fight any humans soon. And I usually always like to keep a stack of flint on me just in case I need to light a fire during the daytime when I can't use my signs. Alright, let's get drunk.
Geralt!
I could drink.
Incredible. Outdrunk by old Geralt.
It wasn't easy.
Damn. I once swore on this stone that no human would outdrink me.
A diamond. I can't accept this. And I'm no human.
Fuck ticket. A pledge is a pledge.
A sorceress picked viciously by serpents.
Okay, so we just got a diamond, really nice, precious jewel that we can use later in the game, so we're going to go ahead and throw that in storage real quick before we sleep it off.
What can I do for you? What?
Got a room?
Yes. For you, 5 orens.
So we'll go ahead and make the 1 cat potion, and we're also going to make another potion that we don't have the recipe for yet, but I'm going to make it because it makes things a whole lot easier for one of the quests we have to do later. I don't know why the game doesn't give it to you until chapter 3, but I'm just going to do it now to save everyone the headache. So what I just made, it's going to be called an unknown potion, but once I drink it, it's going to be a wives' tear potion. It'll instantly stop you from being drunk. It's useful for a quest later where the game will try to force you to fight drunk, which is really ridiculous to do, and it's easier just to make this and drink it and just wipe the floor with what you have to fight. So the first thing we're going to do is walk outside and start Vesna's quest, and we're going to deal with that really quick.
Tough.
We're going to be picking up a ton of Barghest skulls in this chapter, and aside from the 10 we're going to give to Abigail, we're going to want to keep one of them on us until chapter 3 for another quest. But other than that, any extras you pick up, we'll be selling them to a guy we'll meet later in this chapter, but he won't actually become a merchant until chapter 2. But you can sell all the excess skulls to him and he'll pay for them.
Why are you being so gentle with
Looks
her,
like Miss
Butch?
Vesna has unwanted
Try
visitors.
being rough, I dare you.
Oh, the shrew needs to...
Over my dead body.
Can't wait.
Is that you? Witcher, help!
Piss off, Whitey. No monsters here.
Don't have the balls to fight a witcher, Butch.
Shut it, woman. I'll show you balls.
You're apt to lose those shortly.
You'll be sorry.
See just how tough you are.
Can't wait.
Will you help me? I fear the dogs and thugs, but I need to get home.
Certainly.
Okay, go ahead and loot everything. For some reason, you can decline to help her, but I don't know why you'd bother, because you don't get anything if you don't do it. You don't get the experience or anything, so there's really no reason not to help her. So for this, I'm pretty much going to take out my sword, switch to group style because I run the fastest with that. I'm going to sprint all the way to her house over near where the Reverend is, because it's the fastest way to go, the easiest way to go. Do not stop and deal with any monsters, and do not try to put the candles inside of any of the little altars, because that will just trigger more Barghasts to appear, and she can die quite easily. So, but if you sprint all the way to her house, walk inside, and then immediately walk back out, she teleports to you, so you don't have to deal with any problems with her getting attacked or having to defend her from any of the Barghasts or anything. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
We're here. Thank you. How can I repay you?
Shall we meet again?
I don't know. I live with my grandma, and I'd rather not shock her.
What could possibly shock her?
Everything. Except if we met to pray together. But listen, I know this one place, the old mill.
Secluded and quiet.
Exactly. But people say it's haunted. I wouldn't want the miller's ghost disturbing us.
Ghosts wouldn't dare disturb a witcher. Others will stay away out of fear.
Settled then. I'll see you tomorrow after sunset. Bring wine, and I'll bring food.
Yeah, so that's why we're bringing the wine, so we can do that later the next day. More of them just keep spawning in. Alright, next we're gonna go ahead and deal with one of the three people the Reverend wanted us to help. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Yeah, you have to be careful. Anytime you walk by a rabid dog, there's a chance it'll fall over and die and spawn a Barghast. So like I was saying, we're gonna head to Heron Brogue's house, and we're gonna go ahead and deal with his problem, so we can go ahead and put in a good word for us with the Reverend, and we can advance the main quest a little bit. We'll also play him for dice poker, so we can advance that quest.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman.
You are?
Haran Brog, merchant and middleman, at your service. What brings you here, Witcher?
What do you have to offer?
The Reverend sent you, I presume?
Of course.
Why don't I believe you? The Eternal Fire, a gift from the Reverend, I presume.
The Reverend sent me. He thinks you need a witcher.
I do. The dead emerge from the river at night. A ghastly cold blows from the water, making my flesh crawl. Help me. I'll spare no expense.
I'll help in exchange for information about Salamandra, and throw in 100 orens for my expenses.
I heard you were looking for Salamandra, but if so, you're looking for trouble. It's no matter to me. You have a deal. These damned undead are my concern. They scare customers off and destroy my crates. And this is a valuable shipment for a special client.
Where would I find these drowners?
Where? At the river's edge. They creep out of the water after dusk.
I see.
Witcher!
Farewell.
So once you've talked to him and told him you'll fix his problem, he'll let you sleep here if you want to, but there's really no point unless it's daytime because there's a fire right outside of his house. So we're just going to run over here and kill drowners at the water's edge until the game's deemed we've killed enough.
Kedmil Havkaran.
Greetings. I don't speak your language.
Nendwan Esavatgan. You'll not intimidate us, Witcher. Where's Haran Brog? He promised us some hawker's specialties.
I'm not sure I like your tone. Haran didn't mention you. I was hunting drowners.
Vat Telnain. You're no Ensaid, but you're not Dwan filth either. We'll just take our weapons, and let's part in peace.
The goods are Haran's. Sorry, Ensaid, but I can't let you touch those crates.
Listen carefully, Vatgern. We're part of a 20-elf unit. Our brothers suffer from disease and hunger. These crates contain food, medicine, and weapons. We want them now, for we can't approach Vizima's walls every day.
I guess I see your point.
Good. We have no choice. But you do.
So this is one of the, I guess, probably the most major decision you'll be making this early in the game. So you can let them take the goods, and they'll give you a decent amount of money for it. I think it's 200 gold. But in Chapter 2, they're going to kill off a semi-important character for that chapter, at least. He's not exactly a great guy, and I'm not exactly sad that he gets killed, but he is part of at least 2 or 3 quests. So if you do let them take the crates, in Chapter 2 you'll have to make sure you don't talk to a specific character until you complete the other character's quests that he's involved in, which I'll explain later when we get to Chapter 2, but that's what you'll want to keep in mind when making this decision. If you don't let them take it, you'll obviously have to kill all of them, and they're not terribly difficult to deal with. You just make sure you've been leveling up, and the grinding sessions definitely help. But they also changed something in Chapter 2 if you kill them, where another important character that's important to a few quests will be arrested and in prison, and you will have to pay his bail in order for him to get out. So it's either way, someone's important in the next chapter you're going to have to deal with trying to help them with their problems. So I usually just let him take the goods because I honestly don't care if the guy dies in the next chapter. He wasn't a saint or anything, and you get extra money for it, so why not?
Fine. Take the goods.
We're no criminals. We'll pay you. We have gold, pelts, herbs.
Give me the gold. I have no use for the rest.
Here. We'll take what we need now and come back for the rest later.
The drowners shouldn't bother you anymore.
Vafail Vatgern.
Farewell.
Witcher!
I killed the drowners and encountered elves.
Elves? I don't believe I know any elves.
They were expecting you. Who are they?
Scoia'tael. Squirrels. Young non-humans. Freedom fighters. Those who deal with them are hanged. Betray me and you'll hang too.
I'll keep quiet. If it's dangerous, why do you trade with them?
I have to make a living somehow.
Either way, I did my job.
My crates are safe, then? I underestimated you, Witcher. Incidentally, what happened to the elves?
We spoke. They said their entire unit would come back for the rest of the crates.
Are they mad? Dangerous for them to come so close to Vizima. If someone were to report it.
Meaning?
Scoia'tael heads fetch a high price, Witcher. But best forget you know that.
No business of mine. I want my payment. Then you can tell me about Salamandra.
Here's your gold. Salamandra collect tribute from the villagers. Disobey, and they slit your throat, set your house ablaze.
Where can I find them?
Ask the Reverend. He'll decide what you should know, but I wouldn't mind them gone.
Farewell.
Alright, we got more money and a level up, so we're gonna go ahead and level up here real quick.
Witcher!
This time we're going to work on a little bit of group steel and up the damage a little bit on our fast steel since we mostly use that this chapter. And we're going to go ahead and do the fun poker minigame again.
Witcher!
Listen, I found these strange dice. Looks like dwarven handiwork.
Not here. You want to get both of us in trouble?
You're no saint. Afraid of a box? You have so much contraband in stock.
Survival instinct. I'd rather lay low. The Reverend detests this game.
So you know what it is?
I didn't say that. They're obviously not of human make and stink of devilry. Best ask among the dwarves. They must know something.
Thanks for that, at least.
Oh, crap. I forgot to ask Zoltan about the dice and everything about who else plays. That was pretty stupid of me. Alright, we'll have to loop back around and do that. Yes, nope. And there's more drowners, too. Sorry about that. It's 1:30 in the morning right now while I'm recording this, so I kind of forgot a little bit. Well, next we're gonna head to the bridge. We're gonna turn in the killing the ghouls for Mikkel, and we're gonna also stop and ambush on the bridge too. Oh, I forgot to mention, Heron also will sell things to you, but most of the stuff he sells isn't really that useful. He sells some crap weapons and a blue meteorite piece, but if I ever make a meteorite sword, I usually go all red pieces. That just increases the damage, usually. Yeah, these Barghest get really annoying really fast. Alright, and before we go on the bridge, I'm gonna put this Crinfrid oil to use since we're gonna be fighting a bunch of guys. So, important thing to know before we start, this is going to be a bunch of Salamandra that are attacking us. You're going to want to prioritize killing the mage first. If they get close enough, the guards will also help you out and try to deal with them. So hopefully if I can get some of the guards to come in, I'll take out the mage and then carve up the rest of them.
Leave me be. I won't surrender my workshop for all the treasure in the world.
Oh, you'll give it up, Gramps, or else.
Or what?
A witcher! Kill him!
Not likely.
You're ours, Witcher. You should have left Salamandra alone. This bridge will be your grave.
I'll kill you!
Thank you, Witcher. You saved me, and my laboratory, my beakers, my treasures.
Anytime. I know all too well what they're after. To use the stolen secrets, Salamandra needs equipment. Without it, the Witcher's mutagens are useless. They almost grabbed Kalkstein and his treasures. They almost succeeded at Kaer Morhen. Almost makes a huge difference. If I'd stayed and fought the Frightener with Vesemir, I might have faced a different threat today. They were here for me. I made a choice some time back.
Had you known this would happen, would you have chosen differently?
No. It was the right decision, and I'll deal with the consequences.
I'm not surprised at your answer. You don't seem like one to look back. Visit my shop in Vizima for any ingredients you need for your potions at a discount.
Farewell.
You're not allowed.
That formula needs rethinking.
Shouldn't have defended the old man. You come talking again.
What are you going on about?
The old man comes here and talks. Gives me headache. I'll stone him next time.
I wouldn't if I were you. He's a powerful alchemist.
Captain said only admit those with passes.
I know.
They're moving me to Millgate tomorrow. That's where I'll stand. If you have a pass, look for me there.
Okay, so normally I'd turn in his quest here right now, but since I forgot to talk to Zoltan about the dice poker, he won't play me right now. And I prefer to play with him before I tell him the news about the cemetery, because then he gets upset about the dead girl in there because he knew her, and then he becomes difficult to talk to. I think you can still talk to him. It just gets iffy about when you can and can't do it, and he just whines and complains. So we're going to leave that for now. And we're going to talk to Kalkstein right here and see what he's been up to. And then we're going to go ahead and do our another loop back around to the inn, doing some other quests.
Scandalous. This is the third time they've refused to acknowledge the validity of my pass. What brings you here?
They say you need ghoul blood.
Do you have any?
Relax. Pay first.
I need that blood for my research. How dare he call our club a band of senile old men? I'll appeal it in writing. What brings you here?
You don't look like a local.
I live in Vizima, but I'm just returning from a great convention of alchemists, pyromancers, and geomancers in Oxenfurt. Wonderful city, which a cradle of science.
I don't doubt it. Did the convention reach any specific conclusions?
It was an incredible experience. I presented my dissertation on specific. Conventions aren't meant to be specific.
Then I'm not sure I see the sense.
Science is like a great river, full of currents, whirls, and treacherous shallows. A single raftsman can never know every secret of the river. He must sail to the harbor and share his knowledge with other raftsmen.
And get drunk and spend his last money on whores. I think I see the point now.
Science is like a river. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
You were talking about returning to Vizima.
Yes. Because of this quarantine, I'm losing time in this inn. I have extremely important research waiting. And what am I doing? Sitting in this dump and drinking alcohol. Badly distilled alcohol. I've sent a message to my friend, another alchemist. He is my only hope. Hopefully he will send me a pass.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you. They must admit me, they must.
Farewell.
So I could ask him about alchemy, but he just explains stuff I already know and stuff like that, and I can already show you pretty much everything. It's pretty much just, if you want to experiment, you just drag and drop alcohol into the little interface, and then you can experiment with the different ingredients, but it's usually easier to just wait for the recipe, pretty much. We're just gonna have to fight our way back to Abigail's hut, and then we'll turn in the Barghest contract she has.
Gods, grant me patience.
I wonder what this man-shaped doll is for.
So, Johnny gave Alvin to Abigail to watch over for now, so he stays here if you ever want to see him and talk to him, which we'll have to later on in this chapter. But for now, we're just going to turn in the contract, and we're not going to bother doing anything else with Abigail for now. She also sells alchemy ingredients, completed oils, and stuff like that, but it's usually a rip-off price, and it's easier just to make it yourself.
Oh my, a witcher. Welcome.
What happened to the man outside?
It was his own fault. Many come to me with pitiful fantasies I disdain to fulfill. They take me for a whore, when I am but a witch.
I'll remember that.
Don't worry, I'm not all bad. The sinner will recover. What do you want?
I found your notice.
Excellent. Do you have the Barghest skulls?
I do. They're yours, for a price.
I knew you'd manage it. And take this mandrake root. You might find it useful.
So yeah, she sells all this stuff right here, I think. Yes, I've read all of them, so... Her and the antiquary will both sell stuff, and she's got powders for bombs, she's got grease, alcohol, she's got some pretty rare ingredients, but you can usually find cheaper stuff that does the same thing for the most part. Yeah, she sells Spectre oil at 100, which you can easily get for cheap just making it yourself. She also sells the Red Ribbon Talisman. It repels drowners, and it does. It gives them like the fear status effect, and they run away from you. But even though it does that, it's still annoying because you're still technically in combat. So even though you scare them away, you're still stuck in combat until you kill them. And the only place that this is good, the only two places, is in Chapter 2, 3, and 5. But you're in such close, tight corridors that if you want to open doors, you have to be out of combat. And even though they're fearing you and running away from you, you're still in combat and you can't open the doors. So you still have to run back and kill them. So it's kind of pointless. And for 400 Orens, that's a pretty big ripoff in my opinion. So I just don't bother with it at all. Alright, interesting. Yeah, that just happens sometimes, I don't know why.
Ah, crap. I'm wasting time. I'll save more.
Gonna go ahead and talk to Zoltan and actually pick up the quest this time. Sorry about that again, and store some junk.
Geralt!
Can you play poker for serious money?
You'd be surprised how popular it is. Fortunes have been made and lost. There are those that take it very seriously indeed.
How do I join the game?
Join? Geralt, it's not a sect. Ask around, though professionals aren't likely to waste time playing novices.
Any idea where I could start?
Around here? Odo, he's got rich somehow. And I know Harren and Mikkel play. And there's me. They're all small fries sides me. But don't fret, I'll give you an edge. The real action is in Vizima.
When will I no longer be a novice?
Win a few times and word will get around. You need to get 3-4 games under your belt. You'll get the idea.
There we go.
What can I do for you?
So these Salamandra brooches we're picking up, we're going to hold on to them until Chapter 2. We can't do anything with them until then, but we will be able to turn them in for money and things like that. Also, I'll go ahead and exhaust Zoltan's dialogue options real quick to give you guys some backstory on Geralt and Zoltan and how they met and things like that. I don't know if it goes that far, but it'll mention some things from the book.
Geralt!
Zoltan, you mentioned my vanishing. Any idea why I disappeared?
I'm not sure how to tell you, but you died, Geralt. 5 years ago, during the massacre in Rivia, I saw some scoundrel stick a pitchfork in your gut. You bled to death on a dirty street before my eyes. Or so I thought. And I've seen enough corpses to know that there are some unexplained cases. From what I remember, Witcher mutations significantly changed your body, but that makes it no easier to believe you survived.
So, how are you doing?
You know me, my schemes. I hope to start a modest business in Vizima, bringing in goods from Mahakam. The Breckenrigs are pressuring me.
The Breckenrigs. Who are they?
My future in-laws. I'm to wed Eudora Breckenrig soon, but my father-in-law-to-be puts too much stock in material things. The Common Cause mine, where I worked after the war, was a complete failure. I blame it on the bloody times.
You look like something's bothering you.
Yes, a nasty matter. A friend was to meet me in this village some time ago, but he never appeared.
Think he might be in trouble?
I hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised if he were. He joined the Squirrels recently and agreed to trade with the Hawkers.
Squirrels and hawkers?
The Squirrels, or Scoia'tael as they call themselves, are non-humans who hope to gain equality by shooting folk from behind trees. And Hawkers are merchants who sell arms to the Scoia'tael, illegally.
I see.
Geralt, I'm not exactly welcome here. We non-humans get blamed for everything from the plague through the beast to the warts on the Reverend's arse. I'd look for my friend myself otherwise.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. Let you know if I learn anything.
Thank you, my friend.
Can you tell me more about the squirrels?
They're non-human little shits who are fed romantic tales. They've taken up arms to fight for freedom and other ideals. During the war with Nilfgaard, Emir used them to wreak havoc in the kingdoms. I don't know who supports them now.
I need to go, Zoltan. We'll talk later.
Okay, so there's a little backstory for you. So, Geralt was supposedly died at a massacre in Rivia 5 years ago, and Zoltan saw the body and everything, and everyone assumed we were dead, but 5 years later we were found outside Kaer Morhen. So, it's one big mystery.
I should hurry.
Gonna go ahead and level up again. Go ahead and get Harm's Way 2 to up the damage for Ingi again. Incineration just makes enemies panic, so I'm not really going to bother grabbing it right now. Disarm, not really that useful, at least at the moment. Gust is nice to knock enemies down. I'll go ahead and get Hail of Blows 2 for more damage for fast steel, since we're using that a lot. Alright, we're going to do our second circuit around the village. We're going to go ahead and pick up 2 unique monster contracts. We're going to turn in the Drowner contract for the Reverend, deal with the poker, find Luvarden's friend, turn in the cemetery quest to Mikkel, and I think that might be about it. Yeah, I just realized I was running the wrong way too.
Greetings, Witcher. I'm the local hunter.
Greetings.
Wonder how I know you? No? So be it. What do you want?
I like how the game doesn't even let you ask. He just says, no, you're not saying anything? Alright then.
I'm looking for Witcher's work.
Since you're here, a monster supposedly haunts the lakeshore, devouring peasants late getting home. A ghoul may have made its lair in the crypt.
How much for each?
You witchers do nothing disinterestedly. Kill a monster, bring me proof, and I'll reward you generously.
Did the peasants say anything more about the lakeshore monster?
Just that it hunts by the lake at night and kills people.
What does the creature from the crypt look like?
Perhaps a standard ghoul, but who knows? See for yourself.
How much do you collect for a drowner?
It's my professional secret.
Come on, we're in the same profession.
It seems so.
So, how much for a drowner?
Depends, but on average, 80 orens.
I've never come close to that. I knew something was wrong with those prices.
Calm down.
Progress wherever you look. Only witchers, the relics they are, still work for a pittance, while being called freaks by those they do favors for.
A fair day's wage for a fair day's work.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Take care.
So yeah, apparently they get he gets paid 80 orens for one drowner, and we get paid maybe 7, 10, based on how much we can sell brain tissue for at least, but yeah, we kind of get screwed on the prices. The two unique monster contracts he told us about, the one by the lake isn't just a regular drown dead, it's a it's not just a drowner, it's a drown dead, which is more powerful than a regular drowner. And the monster in the crypt isn't a regular ghoul, it's an owl ghoul, which is a little bit more powerful and bigger.
My father's sword is bigger.
If the Reverend isn't standing outside of his church, he's usually inside of his house. Yep, looks like he's outside today.
Speak quickly.
I hear the Church of the Eternal Fire has offered a reward for drowners.
As long as you can prove you killed some.
I have drowner heads. My reward?
Here. May the Eternal Fire illuminate your path.
What a downpour.
Save us from the beast.
The men by the temple spoke of you.
Right now I'm looking for the lady that'll sell me flowers.
People cared for flowers once. Now I alone cultivate tulips.
What a downpour.
Lovely flowers. You deserve several tulips.
Thank you.
Wait, the flaming lizard folk asked after you. They mentioned lying in wait for you.
The salamander sign. Hope I meet them soon.
Okay, so these, get out of the way, people. Come on. So these tulips we're going to use to get another sex card from, but it's from a random lady. Over, I think she's back that way, so we'll get her on another circuit. Right now we're going to head back to Heron. We're going to play poker with him, and he's going to give us another quest that we won't be able to solve until Chapter 2.
Rains and it pours.
It's thumping.
Alright, let's see if the computer wants to play nice with the dice game today.
Witcher!
Our mutual friend Zoltan sent me.
So he's got you hooked too? Clever little runt. You've no idea what you're getting into. Worse than fist tech.
Relax. I only play when I want to.
That's what they all say. So, shall we?
We got close that time at least. Yep, that means we get to reload again. Yay! My favorite minigame.
Witcher!
Our
so
relax.
That's
yeah, this is my life whenever I play this game. I always lose on poker for some reason.
What?
If this gets bad enough, I'll probably just start cutting it out. I don't know if there is a mod for this for the first game, but I know for the second game there's a mod that just makes you instantly win at dice poker every time. And to be honest, I don't exactly blame people that use it because it gets pretty tedious and boring. I've had some pretty bad run-throughs where I've lost like 10 times in a row and can't even beat them once just to advance the quest kind of thing. So, but I'm not going to do it for this since this is, you know, trying to do this legitimately here, even though I'll probably pull my hair out doing it. That's... oh, okay, right, he was... okay, I forgot how to do poker there for a minute. Yep, still doing this, like I said. A very, very fun game. This is why, when it comes to money grinding, I usually prefer boxing, because I can actually win that. Oh good, 3 of a kind 6. That's great. It's freaking amazing. Should I go for 3 or 4 of a kind, or should I go for a full house? Ah, screw it. I'll probably lose anyways, just try for a full house. Hey, what do you know? Wow. Just wow.
Which? Our brother.
There we go. Finally a decent roll. Yeah, I like how that previous game he went from nothing to rolling a full house higher than mine on 1 roll. I feel like I'm playing with Luck 1 in Fallout New Vegas. Come on. Finally. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Witcher!
Give me your frickin' quest already.
Any other work for a witcher?
I could probably find something. I need a parcel delivered to Vizima, to a man named Coleman at the Hairy Bear Tavern. No questions asked.
Give me the package. I'll drop it off.
Coleman will pay you.
My friend seeks a dwarf. Hoog. A Scoia'tael.
I'll ask around. Maybe I'll learn something.
Okay, and Hot Potato can't be completed until next chapter, so we'll just hold on to it. Next we're gonna go run into the cave and see if we can either find Declan Luvarden's friend, or if we find his body, we'll give him a decent burial.
And it pours.
Now we can do something actually exciting. We can fight some...
Whatever lives in that cave is far from friendly.
We can eat some... get to fight some Echinopsis, which are giant man-eating plants. So this will actually be interesting. Before we go in, we're going to drink 1 cat potion so we can see in the dark. And I'll probably take 1 swallow too, because they hit pretty hard even with the leveling I've done. So for these plants, you're going to want to hit them with Igni and use the strong style. Yeah, there's actually quite a few in here, I think. Maybe 5 or 6. Okay, and this one over here should have his friend's remains on him. Okay, that should be about the last of them. Unfortunately, we can't loot anything from them because we don't have the... Oh, come on. Like I was saying, we can't loot anything from them since we don't have their bestiary entry, so we can't loot any of the parts from them. I don't think it's possible to get it in this chapter. I think you have to wait until at least chapter 2 to get it. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and rest until the afternoon so we can deal with Vesna. We can take out the Drowned Dead and we can talk to Mikkel, and that way we can... With all that, we might be able to level up and do his dice poker, and hopefully we'll be done with dice poker for this chapter. I really don't like doing it.
Finally! I feared you'd never arrive. This place makes my flesh crawl. Did you bring the wine as I asked? Oh, thank you. I feel much braver now.
Will you show me the mill?
Of course. Whatever you like.
Ladies first.
Perhaps I shouldn't. What if my new frock gets dirty?
Don't worry. We Witchers have solutions for that.
Watch where you step, idiot.
What is it? Something haunts the old mill again.
Seems so. Maybe we need a Witcher to look into it.
Ah, they're never around when you need them. They'll have to wait. Any monster here today will stay until tomorrow. Certainly no sense in sending anyone else.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Mikkel next.
I found these strange dice, dwarven handiwork.
Don't know what folks have said, but I quit playing long ago, I swear.
Relax, Mikkel. I'm just asking.
The Reverend can tell you I burned my box and renounced the devil. Talk to the dwarf, Zoltan.
You say you burned your dice, but I think you're lying.
I'd never.
Zoltan told me. Don't worry, I play the game too.
Phew. You had me there, Witcher. Come by for a game sometime. Dull it is just standing here all day.
Alright, let's see how well we do here. Fourth six. Come on, fourth six. Full house isn't bad either. There we go. Got lucky that time. Yeah, I think we might have to beat Odo in this chapter too, but then after that, that should be it. Now we'll go ahead and tell him about the cemetery.
I got rid of the ghouls in the crypt.
100 thanks, Master. Here be a month's pay. Oh, the boys will be happy. They plan to search for treasure in the crypt. Take a pic to one of the walls.
I found a young woman's body inside. The ghouls came for her.
Young woman? No, it can't be. My Ilsa, I loved her.
I wouldn't know her name. It appears she poisoned herself.
No, no, no! It was that vile witch! The devil's whore poisoned my Ilsa! No!
I'm sorry for your loss, but I need to know about Salamandra.
They have passes, they do. The only ones. Leave me be. You have the evil eye, you bring bad tidings. Be gone!
Don't forget to tell the Reverend I got rid of those ghouls. Farewell.
I don't know if it's quite dark enough for the drowned dead to spawn yet. I might have to go to the campfire and sleep a little bit. Yeah. You actually can't go inside this mill. It's, I believe it's locked. Yeah, you can't actually get inside there at all. It's only involved with Vesna. That's about it. Should I stand here or should I just go sit at the fire? I think I'll just go sit at the fire. I probably already bored you guys enough with that horrible round of dice poker we did with Heron, so... Okay, got a little bit iffy there, but I got him. Alright, now that we did that, we're going to go ahead and backtrack through the village, and we have Luvarden's friend's remains, but when we go back to him and try to give it to him, he'll say we still need to do the burial, and the only place to bury anyone here without digging a ditch is to go to the Reverend and have him buried in the crypt under the church, but he won't let us do that until we've lit the flames for the holy fires and all that, so we're gonna have to do that real quick. And of course deal with bar guests along the way. I do like how, in this game, when you kill important monsters, for pretty much every Witcher game, any important monsters you kill, you get to see whatever part you took off of them hanging on the hook on your belt. Over here, I'm going to take a quick detour down here. There's a corpse down here you can loot for some stuff on it. And a million bar guests, apparently. I don't know why, but Geralt seems to be being pretty picky today for some reason. He won't attack. Kind of like that weird glitch I had in the bar with the fight. So there's a cave back here that we could walk into if we wanted to, but there's not much point to it because we can't do anything with it until later. It does have some suet mushrooms we could pick, but we don't need them right now. So yeah, this guy's got some pretty good stuff on him. A ring, some money, some alcohol. Crappy dagger, though. Yeah, that's also another way to get tulips for the outskirts sex card that we haven't gotten yet, but I figured I'd just take the daisies we already had and switch them over for tulips from the lady in the village. Alright, I'm just gonna stop looting them at this point. I think I have more than enough alchemy ingredients.
Greetings.
I have the head of the Lakeshore monster.
Impressive indeed for a drowner. Even looks like... Holy Melitelli! A drowned dead! That earns you 200 orens.
Take care.
Call the guards!
got us another level up, so we can go ahead and light the last shrine, and we'll visit Abigail to sleep a little bit, level up, and then we'll go take care of that monster in the crypt. And that should be about it for this video. It's been going on for a pretty long while now. You're going to want to level up as much as possible to fight this, the Al Ghul.
What do you want?
Alright, let's see. Go ahead and get Crushing Blow 2 for Strong Steel. Get Half Spin 2 for Group Steel. And let's go ahead and pick up Parry so we can parry some more attacks. That should be good. Yeah, they never stop. It's also a good idea to pick up the Place of Power to increase our sign power. Ideally with the Al Ghul in here, you're going to want to try to see if you can stun him and see if you can get a finisher on him. That'd be the easiest way to do it. Go ahead and apply our Necrophage oil. And go ahead and chug a cat potion. Yeah, this place doesn't open up until you tell Mikkel that you clear out the ghouls in the other section, so before then it's inaccessible. Alright, so just to be on the safe side, along with the necrophage oil, I'm gonna go ahead and do both a swallow and a tawny owl, because he still hits pretty hard even though I'm at, what am I, level 9 now, yeah. Yep, you just gave me the bleed damage, so that really sucks. Yep, this is pretty much my life. Yeah, he'll try to stun lock you and knock you down. That's what really sucks about him, but we got him. We also got some pretty good loot. There's our first red meteorite piece. And that clears out the entirety of the crypt, so we'll go ahead and give that back to the Royal Huntsman, light that last shrine, and that should be about it for this video. Here are some of his guard buddies that tried to come in and loot the place, but they got destroyed by ghouls.
I should hurry.
And surprise, surprise, lighting the fires did absolutely nothing.
Greetings.
I killed the beast from the crypt.
What the... Unlike any ghoul I've seen. Here, 200 orens.
Take care.
Damn, I'm thirsty.
Alright, so that's about it for this part. Accomplished a lot. Next part we're going to be finishing up with Luvarden's friend, and we'll be progressing the main storyline. I think we've knocked out most of the side quests around here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 4.